When we last met, we had beaten Club Brugge by 7 goals to 1. It is still perhaps the biggest shock that I've seen so far in the save, and I couldn't quite believe we had pulled it off. That being said, we're now on the 14th of December. We've got a cup final to look forward to, so let's go over the fixtures we've had since this game. We've only had about 4 matches, but the first of which was a 4-2 victory against Falkirk, where we had to come from behind twice to get something out of this game. A bit disappointing, but an own goal inside the 6th minute didn't help us. Chimiti got the equaliser here. Then Ethan Williams scores to make it 2-1 to Falkirk, but then Gassama scores the equaliser, and we score another 2 goals in the next 10 minutes from Mielski and Sotar to ensure that we pick up all 3 points to continue our charge towards the SBL title, which I'm hoping we can still get. I say hoping because we had to come from behind twice against Dundee United, and this time we could not find a winner, despite the fact we had at times looked like the much better team. It's one of those things where it just didn't go our way, and I don't know what the problem was. That being said, it was one of those games where I thought that we could do this, and actually we had to replay this game, because I actually had to replay both this game and Falkirk, because we won the first time we went against Falkirk. Then, as I was playing Dundee United, having blown away a 2-goal lead to make it 2-2, there was an ACL injury that's caused my game to crash, I think. I don't know. It was one of those weird situations where I don't know what caused the crash to happen, but we had a crash. It was not ideal, and we were drawing 2-2 anyway, so not much has really changed, apart from the fact that Celtic didn't lose one of their games, which is not ideal, but what can you do? What was a bit of a shock was this 1-1 draw against Kilmarnock. We took the lead inside 5 minutes, and I thought, okay, we should be fine. Then my defender had an absolute howler and allowed Daniels to score, so that was not great. And when I say an absolute howler, Emmanuel Fernandez decided it was a good idea to try a pass and sold his teammates completely short, and Daniels intercepted and was able to get a 1-1 chance at the goalkeeper, which he scored. So, yeah, wasn't our best moment at all. Couldn't quite believe he did that to us, really. But the last game we had was this 2-2 draw against Victoria Pilsen. A game I generally thought we should and will be winning, but apparently the players decided they didn't want to win. I don't know why we've done this. We've blown a 2-goal lead, or we've blown a lead twice. So we had to come from behind twice, 2 times. We've now blown a lead into consecutive matches, and now we've drawn our last 3 games in all competitions. Most of those games we should be winning, quite frankly, if not all of them. So this has not been ideal preparations for the cup final. And the fact that we've allowed this to happen is very disappointing indeed. And also, I don't know how we've blown this lead twice. Look at the stats, we've been the much better team. Not the XG can tell you anything, we've lost the XG somehow. Even if it kind of looks like we've been the much better team in the XG charts. That being said, we are down to second, 4 points behind Celtic, but with 2 games in hand. Yeah, the 2 games we just drew last time out, that's completely blown my plans out the water. Celtic had also lost in the game before my game crashed, so I'm just going to claim that it's unlucky on my part to have lost that situation. But if you look at how many goals we conceded now, that is a problem. I don't know what's going on or why we're having this issue, but I tinkered a few things, and I think I might need to tinker things back to the way it was before, because it's not going well at all. And I wish I knew why we were blowing so many leads, or going behind so often. I tinkered it to stop counterattacks and long balls over the tops. It seems like it's allowed us to concede more goals anyway. But also in the Europa League, we are not in the top 20 teams. We're 21st, and we're only 1 point clear of dropping out of the top 24 altogether. Club Brugge managed to win again, so that's a bit awkward. They've actually won twice. So we've actually drawn the last game, but we do have Wolfsberger next. So if we win that game, we'll have 10 points, and we should have enough points to get through to the next round. I can't remember who my last opponent is in the competition, quite frankly, but I know it's not exactly someone I want to be playing if I want to survive. Double checked, it's Freiburg. And it's at home, so we should do well. In fact, both of our last 2 games in the Europa League are at home, so we played our away games already. We do, however, have a Premier Sports Cup final against Ross County next, because apparently a championship team getting into the final is not unusual. We do also have Alloa Athletic in the Scottish Cup, so that feels like a competition we should win. But if we look at those games between now and then, we should be fine. We've also got the transfer window, which is also wonderful. One problem, or many problems actually, we've got a few things to talk about here actually, in fact. Diamandi's just been called up for the African Cup of Nations, which means he'll probably miss most of January, which is not ideal when we're going to be taking on Celtic. Again, not great. We've also had a youth intake preview, and it doesn't look very good, if I'm honest with you. Apparently, we do have some information though. This is actually useful. I want to show you guys this anyway. Apparently, this person called Kyle Harvey has routinely been seen reaching above the opposition to get their head to the ball, which is good. I don't know what position that is. It looks like a centre-back, potentially. And getting shots more on target or not is something that Remo Hellstone's apparently really good at, so that's good. And then you've got Jim Livingstone, who is willing to get himself in harm's way during matches, so bravery is very much a good thing here. But if we decide to expand this doesn't look particularly impressive. And I don't think we're going to get anything out of this that can resemble a good player in this competition, or at least in this team. It's not ideal, but what can you do? We've also got some long-term injuries, which is not great. Tavernier is out due to a groin strain. He's been out for 7 days. Kieran Wright, probably not as problematic considering he's my backup goalkeeper. He's out, but Didaiga is also out from a groin strain. So 2 groin strains in a matter of days, and they're both out between 2 to 5 weeks. So it's not great when you're looking at the fact that both those players have been my first team plans for a long period of time. So it's not really great, is it? So I've lost both those players. Then we've got Diamandi going on international duty. So that's 3 big players gone in a matter of days, really. Still, that being said, we've still got a cup final to win. I know we can win it. We really should be winning it. In fact, I'll actually show you what I did for my stuff. I actually changed the defensive duty to fullback and changed the defensive duty for the centre midfield to centre midfield instead of pressing centre midfield. I've changed it back. I think that was a mistake on my part, that I was trying to tinker with it too much. And I really hope we can win, because I don't want the embarrassment of having lost to Ross County, a championship side, no less, in the final of the Premier Sports Cup. I want to win my first trophy as a manager in my 31st game in charge. We have scored 72 times, mind you, but considered 36 in all competitions, so I have an issue to fix. I really think we can do a good job here. We just need to get our first trophy of the save, of the season, and of the series. And in the game, I've not actually won a trophy yet, so this would be very good for our confidence, to say the least. Anyway, let's see how we do against Ross County in the Premier Sports Cup final. So this is it, our first cup final of the season, our first cup final of the save, and we need to win this. I refuse to be beaten by a championship side, because, let's be honest, if that happens, we are going to look very embarrassed, and we'll have a lot of egg on our face if we somehow manage to mess this up. This is important. We need to win. Let's actually do it, for goodness sake. And we kick off. An opportunity to get our first bit of silverware. I have no idea what ground this is. It's probably Hampton Park, right? But hopefully we can get all 3. Hopefully we can actually get ourselves a trophy here and ensure we do ourselves justice. And if you look at the situation, we should be the better team on paper. Possession-wise, we are going to absolutely dominate this. And Ross County, who I hadn't realised was a championship side until I got to this game. I don't know how I didn't realise that, because I've never played them until this game. But I was generally thinking that they were a top flight side, so there must have been a very recent relegation. This is me showing my ignorance of the Scottish leagues, by the way. But there you go. Either way, we've not really done a lot of stuff so far. This is disappointing, and we don't know the XG. Is that a bug, or is that something else? Do I click it? I can click it. Okay, I don't know what's happened to the XG thing here, but we've lost it. But here's Diamande with an opportunity to give us a lead. Plays it in, and it's Chimetti with a goal. We lead in the final. Thank God we actually got a goal. Is it bad that I'm actually nervous about this game? Because I don't want the humiliation of losing my first cup final? Is that bad? I don't think it's bad, is it? I'm very nervous about this, is it? Another free kick. It's Diamande again. One set piece has already won us. Apparently Lindsay Crip Lindsay. I don't know how that happened, but Sterling's at the bar. And I think there's a bug here as more skies it. Okay. We got another highlight and it's ours again. So we are going strong for this game. I know I probably could have held back a little bit, but I need a trophy. We need to win trophies. It's expected of us. But here's Aaron's. Now it is Antman. Antman with a chance to place in the middle. Still goes for it. Keeps going, Antman. Plays across to Diomande. Plays across to Mikey Moore. That's 2. We should be winning this game. There's no doubt about it now. This is going to be one of the more comfortable games for us. I know I shouldn't be nervous about the fact we're in this game and we should win this, but I was a bit nervous going into this, more than I want to admit. But at least we got the 2-goal lead. So 2-0 at half-time, we're in a much better team, and we've literally lost the XG. What on earth has happened to that? As the new hotfix actually killed it by accident. Okay, second half has started. We should do ourselves justice here. We've got the control, we've got the scoreline. We just need to hold on to it and ensure we do good things. Has there been an injury? Apparently there's an injury and I don't know where it's from. Hold on. What? Yeah, I have an injured player, but you're not telling me who it is that's injured. Who's the injured player? Oh, there he is. Mikey. Oh, Mikey Moore's injured. I was about to take him off another thing. God damn it. So Mikey Moore's injured. Ashcott's going to come on. We're actually going to take Aaron's off as well. And we're going to have Sterling go across. I'm going to have Macoma come on. So that's something we can do. Since Diomande is not going to be able to come back to this afterwards, I'm going to keep him on. Because he's on international duty after this game anyway. So we can't really do a lot here. I'm going to have Gassama come on as well. So this is our last 2 changes we can make. I'm actually going to tell my players to slow down the tempo. So we can get their fitness. It's probably a bit too little too late considering the 88th minute of the game, but here we are. Here's Rothwell. Cameron finds Diomande. Erskard. Diomande, Erskard, Diomande, Milski, Gassama. Brilliant goal. That's it. That's over. It's free. We are going to win this competition. It's a really well worked goal, honestly. I don't really expect to be as well worked as it was, but I am enjoying it when they are flowing. They are absolutely enjoying themselves. And Sterling's tired. Ladies and gentlemen, we have won our first trophy of the save. It's great to be able to say we've done it, and I've not seen this animation before, this cutscene. And it's going to be nice to be able to watch this happen before our very eyes. We are standing to the side of the ball that's going to show off the players lifting the trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, Rangers are the Premier Sports Cup winners. Is that lagging or am I just seeing things? Either way, a good result. That did lag. Oh my god. Okay. That might have also been me taking a screenshot. I don't know, but oh my god, look at this. Have you seen? I'm looking at some of the tracksuits. His tracksuit here is actually glitching out. It's hilarious. But we win a trophy. We win 3-0. We get the win. We've improved everything. We've actually made the board happy when winning this competition, which is great. And I wasn't 100% sure what to expect after this, but the board are happy. Mikey Moore's actually got a knee ligament sprain. I don't need these injuries right now. Good God, what are they doing? Well, Diomande is about to leave us for international duty, which is not ideal when he's my best player. But what I'm going to do is end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye. And well, good night.